All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another market update. So today, obviously, we're going to be focusing on Bitcoin, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on Bitcoin's current price action. So let's start right away. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and remember to hit that bell notification button so that you will get notified whenever we go live. All right, beautiful. Welcome, guys. Any questions? Let me know in the chats. If you have any specific charts or altcoin or whatever you want me to take a look at, feel free to ask me in the chats, and we'll take a look at that. This is just going to be a quick market update. Foamed? What the hell is foamed? I think I think I posted that on Twitter. That's a weird typo right there. Anyway, Neo, yeah, let's see that. Right. Yeah, guys, like I've seen some people like look at this. Some of you guys who are regular viewers not even subscribe to the channel because I link it on Twitter and Discord. But guys, like sometimes I'm not gonna do that. Sometimes I'm just gonna go directly live on YouTube. So remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And going live on Twitter like I'm doing right now is not something that I'm going to do most likely in the future. We're going to be, looking more towards YouTube. So remember that, YouTube is going to be our main place for these kinds of market updates and all that fun stuff. So yeah, and of course, you see this. You can't see my mouse because it's on. Get a discount code Nest 200. You guys probably know all about that. We are giving you guys a pretty nice discount on the current membership subscriptions in the Burb Nest. So check that out. Go to theburbnest.com/subscriptions and you will be able to use the discount code. I will also post a link in the description where you can sign up for the 200k kroners, which is over, but you can still sign up for that and receive the discount code and get notified whenever we run any other discounts like that one. So use that link in the chat that I've just posted right now. All right. Let's do this. So Bitcoin right now is actually, we dropped down, we touched that weekly 50 EMA right here beautifully. And if you go to I'm just going to keep repeating this because it's just so beautiful. If you add the fibs from that low to this high, let's change the template right here. Not that one, this one. And as you can see here, we came down, we wicked down into the 50% point of this major up move, which it's a pretty decent level. It's also where you have the weekly 50. I do like this. I do really like this bounce down here that we got. The question now, and I think the question on everyone's mind here is, up or down? Are we going to dump? Are we going to pump? What's going on, right? Right. Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of people talking about a potential drop further down to the 30k area, and of course, I mean, to test these lows again is definitely viable. I mean, probable, right? It's definitely probable. It's a very strong support. So we have, I'm going to be focusing on the lower time frames. Somebody's calling me. That's not the right time to be calling, but it's an important call. So I'm just going to mute the microphone for 1 minute and see what's up. All right, so I want to be focusing on the lower time frames right here, okay? Because we all know how the bigger time frames look like, right? We wick down into the weekly 50 EMA right here, and we bounce nicely off that level, and we are now inside the long RLC right here. the long RLC measured using that low right there and that high right there. Dude, like, it's my girlfriend calling. Gotta answer. You know what I mean? Like, gotta answer. All right. So from that low right here to that high, we have the long RLC around the 40K area, and that's the area we are trading in right now. And what I'd like to see here is some type of bottom formation being established inside the local or the medium time frame long RLC. That would be very nice for potential move to the upside. And like the 4 hour isn't really giving us much. I think the 1 hour is where the best looking price action is right now. Look at that W. Look at that W right there. Please chart the graph. Well, isn't that what I'm doing? Isn't that this is a graph and I'm charting? Anyway, we have, a pretty beautiful W right here on the 1 hour. Usually when you have a double bottom like this, it does indicate a potential bottom. You guys should know that a double bottom, a W, but it's not really confirmed, in my opinion, until we actually have that break and retest of that W. All right, guys, I'm seeing a lot, big influx of viewers right now. So I want to welcome every new viewer. And also I'd love for you guys to hit that like button, subscribe to the video. If you're watching on Twitter, it would be very much appreciated if you could retweet this, the tweet that you're viewing from right now. That would be very, very helpful for me and the Burbnest community. Higher low. Well, you know what? That is on the 1 hour. It is a higher low. But when you have huge dumps like this, that's not really the important thing. But of course, it's important that you have a higher low. Obviously, if you got a lower low, that would be catastrophic. But what I'm watching right now is that we're seeing this potential double pattern being played out, and I think we're going to come up and test the 42K area, right? So I really think we're going to come up and test the 42K area in the next couple of hours, at least today. The question is, will we be able to reclaim that level? That's the most important thing to be focused on right now. Will we reclaim the 42K area? As you can see here, it's a major support area right here, and that's where the real dumping began, when we broke the 42K area to the downside. So what I'm thinking right here is we are most likely going to hit the 42K area, and it's most likely going to act as resistance. What I mean by that is we are most likely going to get a rejection at the 42K area, which means that Bitcoin will hit the 42K area and go down. Now, how far down are we going to go? That's a whole nother question, and obviously nobody knows. But we have to view that area as resistance, because it's a very, very clean and just beautiful breakdown right here. If you look at let's go to the clean chart right here. That's not that one. This is the clean chart right here. And look at the 1 hour without any levels or anything like that. And we can just judge this purely by price action. And what you have right here is a beautiful level right here that will most likely act as resistance, because it's the breakdown area right there. And what level is that? Well, it's the 42 area. Let's say 250, something like that. Let's just say the area between 42 and 43 or something like that. I guess it depends on, could be different on different exchanges, but that's the area that we are viewing as a potential resistance. And we're going to put some extra weight on the last immediate low prior to the breakdown, right? So in my opinion, this should be the area of focus. And if price gets rejected by that white dotted line right there, it means that you have a lot of sellers in here, right? If price it can't even get into this zone right here and it dumps straight at that white level, it means you have a lot of sellers here. And on the lower time frames, if we get something like this, right? So we have a get a move up, right? We're gonna pump up into this resistance area right now. Well, if we get rejected, the first sign of strength would be a bounce in this region right here. That would be the first sign of strength, right? That would be the first sign of strength. And if we could get something like this, that would be absolutely beautiful, right? If we get a bounce here and then a breakout like that, that would be like the perfect scenario, because what happens if this plays out is you have a W on the 1 hour, a double bottom, and a W on the 1 hour with a break and retest of the neckline of the W, and then continuation to the upside. So that's, in my opinion, the most bullish scenario that could happen right here. Of course, you could just, pump straight up and then reclaim that level for high targets, but I think that we are going to see some type of low time frame reaction at the 42K area, and hopefully a bounce around the area between 40K and let's say 41K. If that happens, I will add to my longs. I am already quite long Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, and BNB. I started buying as soon as we had that crash yesterday. Like when you have stuff like that, you are like, you're gonna go up. I mean, it's just, look at the history of Bitcoin. Whenever you have crashes like this, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to go long. The question is, will we get continuation to the upside? But I started buying down here, which is already a 20% increase. So it's when you get moves like that, you want to go long. You want to go long. That's just how it is. And the question is now, like, do you want to enter right here? Well, that's a whole nother question. That's a whole nother question, because I mean, we have some interesting entry opportunities. Obviously, entering right here on that dump would be interesting, because it just you had a lot of buying pressure coming in, and that beautiful wick on the daily was just looking absolutely insane. But then, of course, that 1 hour bullish engulfing right there is obviously also a very nice entry opportunity. But right now, would I want to enter right at current prices? That's the problem, because a lot of you are probably watching this and you're thinking, well, I waited out yesterday and I want price action to establish some type of support, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, and it's a good plan. If you're not sure what to do, wait for price action to tell you what to do. So this is a very good thing to do. And you have, like, right now we have a downtrend with a high, lower high, lower high, and you got lows, right? This is obviously the first sign of potential reversal to the upside with a higher low, and this could also be viewed as a higher low. So if you want to go long here, wait for either this, and as some, if you want to take some extra risk, you can enter here. But in my opinion, I would enter here for that extra confirmation and that extra safety, and you would then use these levels right here as your invalidation level. So this will obviously be a swing trade, because the invalidation level would be around 15% below entry. But even with a 15% isn't too much or too big for a swing trade as an invalidation level, and especially not when the shot looks like this. Because if you do enter, in on the break and retest of that level right there, and you have like a 15% stop loss, or even tighter, depending on how price action looks, could even use those lows or even up at that area. I mean, it all depends on how price action looks on the break and retest, but it's still going to be a pretty nice risk to reward. It's going to be around somewhere between 1 and 2 up to the next major resistance and up to the new highs. If we create a new high, that's going to be a 5-hour trade and a 50% move. So it's still a pretty decent area to go long if you want to wait for that extra confirmation. And the thing is, like, if you add a level right here, you will see that it's just a beautiful level right there. Look at that price has used that as resistance, beautiful, powerful breakout, and reclaiming that area. I mean, it's most likely going to act as a very strong support area if it gets reclaimed. So yeah, wait for that break and retest of the 42K area, or at least just a 4-hour open and close above 42 would be a very nice level to go long on. What else? Do we have any questions? Let's see if we have any questions. So I have about 15 minutes left. So we're going to do about 15 minutes left of price action analysis on Bitcoin. How much the price of the Ethereum in the end of May? I can't answer that. More than today. More than today. Guys, I'm gonna link that link to the sign up page for 200 Congress. With that one, you will be able to use the Nest Club 200 discount code and get notified whenever we have more discounts and run more stuff like the 200K Congress. So definitely sign up on that website. Go to theburbness.com/subscription and get up to a 30% discount on our current membership before we actually increase the prices. And we're actually slowly but surely doing that in the next couple of days. And the discount actually gets lower with every day. So if you want to buy the dip on Bitcoin and buy the dip on your, your TA learning experience, you can do that right now. That sounded way too cheesy. Yeah, you know what? Let's take a look at Ethereum. You know what? First of all, let's take a look at BNB. Look at that. Beautiful. Goddamn beautiful. Look at that. We came down and we just touched that. 618 just beautifully. The 618 of the high time frame RLC is beautifully. And yeah, I like that. What do you think about the gossip of BNB going down to 25K? I mean, I don't think about that. Yeah, I see people talking about Bitcoin going to 0, Bitcoin going to 13. Yeah, sure. I don't see that right now. Well, I do obviously see that because we're in the downtrend. So if we're, the downtrend's going to continue until the downtrend ends, But I think we're going to get a bounce here. I do think we're going to get a bounce. And if we reclaim the 42K area, we are most likely going to get a pretty nice move to the upside. So to talk about 25K now, it makes no sense until we actually break the current structure, right? BNB beautifully hit the 618 right here, and it's now starting to form a pretty decent breaking market structure. Equal lows, double bottom right here, could potentially turn into a W pattern right here. We have that trend line. Would like to see a break and retest of that level right there for a move up to the possibly even the 650 area for BNB if this is actually the bottom. Let's take a look at Ethereum USDT. Take a look at Ethereum. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful, double bottom. Looks like it might be turning into a W right here. Reclaiming the midpoint of the RLC right there. 4 hour. Beautiful 4 hour candle right there. Stochastics turning bullish below 20. Perfect retest of that support zone right there. Yeah, I mean, guys, we're at major support, right? We're testing major support. If this is the bottom, this is a beautiful, like the risk to reward at these levels are fantastic, right? Fantastic. However, we could break down further as always. So, prepare for that as well and look at the lower time frames, the 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. Look for a break in market structure to the downside. Right now, I'm seeing signs of a bullish break in market structure, which means I want to be long. I want to be long and I want to stay long and I want to add exposure when we have that bullish break in market structure, right? Ethereum looks fantastic. I think, obviously we got that major resistance area up around the 3.4, but still that's a decent 25% move to the upside. All right, Neo USDT. Get Neo USDT. Look at the weekly. Probably tested the RLC here as well. Yeah, look at that. Clear the whole RLC. You're beautiful. Fantastic. Look at that. It's just clear the whole zone, and we now have a bottom, and bouncing up the midpoint of the RLC. Looking at low time frames, I want to see a reclaim after 618. Yeah, look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. Neo looks fantastic here. If we could get a break and retest right here. Look at this. The whole market is showing the same pattern here. The whole market is showing the same pattern. So if this confirms, I think we're gonna have some incredible days ahead of us in terms of bullish price action. But on Neo right here, I mean, sure, we can reclaim the 64K area. I mean, it's not the 64K, obviously, the 64 to 65 area, break and retest of that level. And we're most likely going to see a move up to 75, reclaim that area. And I think the high time frame bull market is on for Neo as well. It's all up to Bitcoin now, obviously. We got Litecoin. By the way, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You have that bell in the bottom right. Press that one, and you will get subscribed. And you want to be subscribed because I'm not gonna alert you guys on every stream I do on Twitter and Discord. Some days I'm just gonna go live for my or for our YouTube subscribers. So make sure that you're actually subscribed and get notified when I go live, if you want to catch these in the future. Litecoin, yeah. So I have, I had an idea of buying Litecoin here. Obviously, that worked out, not that great, but the behavior was quite nice, right? But obviously, this whole trend right now is just invalidated, and this we can just remove this right here. But what happened on this dump was something quite nice. And I'm going to show you that. So if you go to the weekly, and we're going to add the moving average here, right? The daily, and this also is measured using that low. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I should probably use that low because it's the high time frame. Yeah, that makes more sense. So we came down, with touch the weekly 50 EMA, and all right, so we came down and we touched the weekly 50 EMA right into the long RLC, and also a major support area right here. Just guys, like when you hit major support like this, confluent with weekly moving averages and high time frame RLC, you're supposed to be buying, right? You're supposed to be buying, and that's exactly what I did, right? So I loaded up quite heavily. Like when you see stuff like this, like there's no goddamn way there's not going to be a bounce. Look at that. That's just it's like these levels are made to be bought. So that's exactly what I did. I remember, alerting the guys in the Birdnest Discord about the break-in market structure, where we, up here when we on Bitcoin, I've been posting this chart for several weeks and been talking about how we created lower high and lower low, and that would most likely start the downtrend, right? Now we got a move that's obviously much faster than what we talked about, but like we're now hitting the important levels, right? And of course, this could still play out as a bear market, right? We still have lower lows and lower highs, and even a new lower low. So this could still be the beginning of a bear market. But I mean, we could still create, hit the 52K area on Bitcoin and create a lower high. And the people who bought this area and might want to sell the 52K area, that's a 65% increase in price on Bitcoin alone. Now imagine what the altcoins are going to give you. Look at this. On Litecoin, we're talking about the levels right here. Right? That's a 85% move to the upside to next major resistance. Yeah. Crashes like these are meant to be bought, in my opinion. It's just looking absolutely beautiful. But yeah, of course, Bitcoin is at resistance. Anyway, Litecoin, let's look at the low time frame for Litecoin. Same pattern right here. Potential W, break and retest of that W, and we're most likely going to see it move at least up to the 280 area. What else do we have? Link. Yeah, I loaded up on Link as well, because in dips like these, when you come down and hit the high time frame long RLC, especially on good projects like Link that historically have a very bullish market structure. Look at this chart right here. This is something that you want to be buying, right? You hit that 618 of the long RLC is beautifully confluent with weekly 50 EMA, confluent with high time frame support right here. Yeah, that's the level you want to be buying. And look at link from this low to the highs. Yeah, that's a 150% move. So yeah, remember this until, you know, if this happens again, sometimes, you know, maybe next year or something like that, remember to be buying if you hit levels like this. Obviously, if you trade lower, you know, down here, and down into this region, you might want to wait for more confirmation by a reclaim of that level. But when you just hit that level and the buying pressure starts coming in, you shouldn't really be waiting too much, because the opportunity is over in a couple of hours. I remember yesterday I was out mowing the lawn, and I got this smartwatch, right, and it just exploded with alerts. I think it had like 75 alerts in just a matter of minutes. So I dropped everything, pulled up my phone, and I saw Bitcoin at like I think like 31,000. I'm like, holy shit. So I went on the Bitcoin and went all in on everything that I've been watching. Like the ones that popped up in my mind, the strong coins like Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Link, BNB, and I just went all in with everything I had on Binance. I had to run down into my office, get my ledger, transfer over a large part of money from ledger to Binance, and just started buying everything like crazy. And that made me more money than I would have made, in months, right? That's, to be able to just go all in like that and make, 50 to 100% on that investment in a couple of hours. Yeah, that's a opportunity of a lifetime, right? So yeah, remember this, right? When you see, first of all, when you see a break in market structure like this, you want to be looking at, decreasing your exposure to be able to buy the dips, just like we had yesterday. All right, let's take a quick look at what else do we have? Let's take a look at KSM as well. I mean, most likely everything hit the long RLC. That's just how it is, right? Most likely everything that I'm going to look at today just hit the long RLC. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Came down, cleared the long RLC. Beautiful, beautiful. Everything hits the long RLC, which tells you something, right? This bounce was a 150%. It's crazy. It's goddamn crazy. When the whole market crashes and finds support, like every single coin you're gonna look at, most likely hits the long RLC and bounces beautifully off a long RLC, confluent with high time frame support. When that's when that happens, you know that there's something going on. You know that the whole market is just stepping in to buy. And the thing is here, Bitcoin and Ethereum and most coins out there most likely was very over leveraged, right? Obviously very over leveraged. Look at what happened on this dump. A lot of longs got liquidated, obviously. So the people that got liquidated, they would want to get back in, right? They would want to get back in because they got liquidated and price went way lower than their invalidation level most likely, and it hit a fantastic level, way lower than the invalidation level, and they're like, well, this is the level I want to be buying, right? So the people who got stopped out most likely started buying in masses because they know that we now hit a beautiful level long term, right? It's reload zones. It's RL said reload zone. All right, guys, that's I keep USDT on my ledger because I don't want the exchanges taking them and going offline. Basically, having money on an exchange is very risky, even with Binance, right? Did you sell or take profit? I haven't taken any profits yet. I have not taken any profits yet. I'm holding this, and I will sell if we get a proper, like if we move like this. Yeah, I'm gonna be selling. Depending on how all coins move, I might sell the reaction here and then buy back, because I feel like I really should take some profits. When you're at that stage when you're like, holy shit, I made so much money in such a small, short amount of time, and you get kind of euphoric, you should probably be taking some profits. But guess I'm not doing that. but I guess I should probably be doing that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be doing that right after the stream. Maybe not. All right, guys, this was fun. Just wanted to get a live stream out for you guys, kind of give you my thoughts on the market, give you, show you the patterns that I'm watching and the levels that I'm watching for a potential bearish or bullish scenario. All right, guys, that's it. And if you have any questions, feel free to join with the link that I'm posting in the chat right now. You can join that one and sign up using that link, and you can join the Discord. We have a free trial going on, and if you like it, subscribe to the channel, and we're running a 30 to 40% discount on our services today. All right, take care, guys, and see you guys next time.